screaming defensive end for quite a long time. And here we go. We are 2 defensive ends. And all I got to say, man, is looks like we'll be getting to the quarterback. That's really it. Thought we had a safety maybe. Thought we had a linebacker. But we don't have either. And, yeah, I guess they really got the guy they wanted at 46.
Getting after the pass rusher is vital for the Detroit Lions. One of the worst last year in getting after the quarterback in sacks. Aiden Hutchinson, again, we picked at 2. We get Paschal here in the second round to help out that pass rush. A lot of players are on the board, a lot of good quality players for the Detroit Lions. And the Lions needed to make a statement here to the NFC North quarterbacks. Now, whether you like the player or not, they made a statement that we're trying to get after you. We're trying to get after Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, Justin Fields. Paschal and Aiden Hutchinson, it's not a bad pick for me. I know there's a little bit sour face, a little bit, because there's players who I did covet who was on the board. Nakobe Dean, Jaquan Brisker. Yeah, if you want to go quarterback, Malik Willis was there as well to get a dynamic quarterback for the Detroit Lions, and I can totally understand that. Initial thoughts when I seen it was I'm not too excited because I coveted other players. With that said, Paschal, and you go Romeo Okwara, Julian Okwara, Lee McNeil, Levi Nwuzurike, Aiden Hutchinson. You got to deal with it now. You do got to deal with it. Could you potentially have gotten him maybe in the 3rd round? Potentially, but other teams have higher grades on other players. That's exactly how this thing goes, and when it comes to the Detroit Lions, that's what they felt there. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you approve this pick? Y for yes and N for no. That's going to be the pinned comment for this video. Let me know in the comments below. AG, Spirit of Detroit podcast, what do you think about this selection for the Detroit Lions? Unbiased opinion, what do you think?
Well, it makes sense. It makes sense because they were linked to him during the draft. You know, that was not covered by Tweety Men. That was not covered. I actually found that out that he visited with them in Indianapolis during the scouting combine. They obviously liked what they saw, and they liked when they talked to him. Again, he's an SEC pass rusher, led the SEC as a pass rusher. But the thing about Josh Paschal I like, is the fact that he can play all levels of defensive line. He can play the 1 technique, he can play 0. He also can play defensive end. So he can move around the defensive line. Obviously, we drop a lot of players back in coverage. We want to rush 4, get back to rushing 4, dropping 7. So he can handle one-on-one matchups, and I like him a lot. I think we could have got him later in the draft, though.
Now, when you look at him, AG, how do you think that our defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn, can utilize him on this defense? Give me an idea, if there are people who may not know, what can be done with his services.
Well, you know, he gives you scheme flexibility because now you can go into a 3-4, you can go into a 4-3, you can put him at the 2 technique, which is the right defensive end. You put him at a 3 technique or even a 5. He can play defensive end as well as defensive tackle, so it gives you scheme versatility. It allows you to go 3-3-5. It allows you to go 4-3 traditional and 3-4. So that's how he's going to be used. He's really a bendable player in that way. And I think that one-on-one, he can really get after the guards. And he's just a solid player. I don't think it's a sexy pick, but he's a solid player.
Solid player for sure. Gridiron Blitz, we needed to emphasis the concept of getting after the quarterback. You are preaching defense, defense, defense. This is exactly what you've wanted. The Lions needed help defensively. Does this reassure you that you feel that Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell are going to continue to put emphasis on getting better defensively? Do you think that this is something that you liked seeing, even if there's other individuals on the board?
You know what, Mike? I do, man, because I like I said, I've literally been screaming about defensive players, and especially on that line, since before I got on YouTube. And I feel like while I'm surprised by the pick, I do believe that this helps me lean in the right direction, that these guys know that we have to shore up that defense. There's more people to get in the quarterback's face. Avery broke down the players' capabilities. So I think there's other players we could have taken, but he's going defense, and I'm okay with that.
Let me know in the comment section below, again, What is your grade for this selection? A, B, C, D, or F? Let me know in the comment section below. We're going to go ahead and go grades right now. For me, I'm going to give this a B. I think this would be a decent grade here. I kind of believe with AG below that you probably could have got him in the third round, but understanding that we had a late third round pick, so maybe getting him in the second was the only way to really get his services in Detroit, because our late third round pick is nearly a fourth round pick. It's not the early one that we traded earlier to the Minnesota Vikings, so we got a piece on defense. We still need a lot of help in the middle of the field. We need a lot of help at the linebacking core and the safety position. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it as a B from a perspective that I give. Grade the pick for you, AG. What do you think they deserve for this grade?
I think this is a C- pick because it's so safe. I'm going to go C- because you do have guys like Jones, Travis Jones, and you do have Noah Ellis you could have gotten in the fifth round. You do have individuals there from the defensive tackle perspective that can be a zero technique, that can get you that same versatility. And also with the defensive tackles, you're going to have a run on defensive tackles. So you were in a scarcity mindset. You know, you knew Josh is someone you liked. He gives you the versatility. So you had to pick him earlier than what you would have liked. I would like, if they had more trade capital, obviously it traded away all the capital. If they had more trade capital, it probably would have selected a player that could put fans in the stands. But this is a good pick, quality pick. C- because it's safe.
Safe for sure. Gridiron Blitz, again, you have an emphasis on the defense. If you were to give a grade right now, what is your grade and explain why?
Mike, you caught me at a bad time, man. I am going to say that it is a C as well. I was leaning towards C- like Avery, but my thing is I'm looking at the help that we need in the second and third line of defense, and we haven't got that yet. And I'm hoping that this individual can help those guys out. I always said that the front line can help out the back end of the defense. So still waiting on those guys. Got to give it a C.
Put us together, we got a C-, C, and a B. So I guess we're going to go ahead and jump it overall from us three together as a C+. I think that works out well. And folks, this is just initial grades. We haven't seen him play on the field for the Detroit Lions. So we've seen last year, I think a lot of people were a little bit off on the Aleem McNeil pick. He ended up being one of the best players in that draft for the Detroit Lions. Going forward, what are the Lions going to do now? We do got another pick coming up in the third round. What position should we target Gridiron Blitz with that third round pick?
We got to take a linebacker. We have to take a linebacker. Now it's not a moment of it's not a need. Like, we have to do it. It's a necessity. So it's a need, want, everything you can put in there. We have to do this. Our linebacker core is suspect at best. We got to get a linebacker at 97.
AG, what do you look at for the Detroit Lions in the third round, a must-get for our football team?
No, you have to lock up the safety position right now. Even if you have to trade back into the second round, you have some ball hawks with Jerome McKinley. You have some ball hawks with guys like Kirby Joseph. Jaquan Brisker just went off the board, so there's going to be a logical run at safety. Again, hey, a linebacker is good, but you can get Darian Beavers in the fifth. You can also trade up into the fourth round, get Darian Beavers, and there's going to be pretty soon a run on quarterback. So I'm thinking to myself, like, we can get a linebacker, stage off a little bit. There's some good linebackers deep in the draft. So as long as we don't come away with
for me,
as long as we don't come away with a bump.
I think we got to get a linebacker, safety combination there. Jaquan Brisker, like I said, just went off the board to our rivals, the Chicago Bears. I think it's really important for the Lions to make sure they get that linebacker to really help out this defense. This is something that we've not addressed now. Last year, we haven't addressed it this year, and it is a big problem. Folks, if you got nothing going on, make sure you continue watching the live watch party here on my channel. We're going to continue to go on all the way till the end of this part of the draft. Also, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to Lions Nation Unite. Subscribe to Spirit of Detroit podcast. And, of course, Detroit Lions Syndicate. See you on in another video. As we continue on right now, we're going to go.
Perfect.